Among the alternatives, geothermal energy is rapidly emerging as an attractive option. As the head of the International Energy Agency and former Minister of Economic Affairs says,
well, let's be honest, the age of fossil fuels is far from over. That's one thing. And what we can see that there will be an enormous growth in energy demand, and then we are talking about 1/3 more than now. But that's exactly what is the window of opportunity for renewables. Because next to fossil fuels, we'll have to see to it that we make more use of renewables, that there's more energy efficiency. And that's, of course, in all this, in the whole of this picture where geothermal comes in as well.
But geothermal energy in the Netherlands is not easy. As Anthony de Wilde, lead energy advisor to the Indonesian government, describes.
In the Netherlands, we have good data in the underground. Every well that has been drilled, we have data. So we have learned to model geothermal, use of geothermal. Even that we have to drill the same depths as in Indonesia, but we only get about 90 degrees Celsius. Still, with that temperature, we are able to heat our greenhouses, we are able to replace natural gas for district heating.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Between 2007 and 2011, the Netherlands was the country where geothermal use grew fastest in the world. Projects like Kokospolder were implemented with support of regional governments. But geothermal in the Netherlands also rapidly expanded into other applications. District heating and cooling of houses and shopping malls followed. The Akwarmte project in The Hague is a good example. As former executive director of the World Bank and former chairman of the Social Economic Council of the Netherlands, Herman Wijffel says, these projects further stimulate the banking sector to invest in more geothermal projects.
Dus er is wel een vraag nu aan de orde. Is de financiële sector, zijn banken en andere investeerders zover dat ze voldoende vertrouwen hebben in dit soort projecten. Nou, de beste manier om dat vertrouwen werkelijk te creëren, dat is om die projecten te realiseren.
Financing of geothermal in the Netherlands by private banks and investors has indeed quickly followed. Over 7 major greenhouse operations have now switched from natural gas to geothermal. None of these projects could have been realized in the Netherlands without the significant contribution made by the Netherlands' science and technology companies and institutions. Due to the dense population and fragile underground, the Netherlands Science and Technology Institute, TNO, has mapped every well ever drilled in the Netherlands. The data for this is available free of cost for every company that wants to consider the use of geothermal energy. What might appear as a handicap, the very strict drilling regulations in the Netherlands, have in fact given the Netherlands drilling companies an important edge overseas. With innovations in the very precise monitoring of drilling operations, such as remote view, the success ratio to find a geothermal resource in the Netherlands is significantly higher than in traditional geothermal countries such as the USA, the Philippines, or Indonesia. The combination of detailed design and careful risk management using specially designed software programs was recently recognized when IF Technology received an award in recognition for Argus software applications. Companies like Fugro, IF Technology, Kema, Transmark, and knowledge institutions like TNO and the Geoscience Department of the University of Twente, better known as ITC, a UNU department, Well Partners, and Holland Drilling, are now utilizing the Netherlands geothermal know-how overseas as well. The venues of the Winter Olympic Games in Sochi, Russia, will be kept warm with geothermal systems designed by IF Technology. Islands in the Caribbean producing and exporting electricity produced by geothermal do so through submarine cables designed by Kema. Several geothermal fields in Indonesia, Turkey, Chile and Peru are now being developed with the help of specialized remote sensing techniques, fine-tuned for geothermal by Fugro and ITC. Dutch banks are now in the forefront of financing geothermal projects abroad. ING financed one of the first geothermal projects in the Philippines, while FMO, the Netherlands Development Finance Company, financed the first geothermal plants in Africa. Roses grown in Africa with geothermal climate control have the lowest carbon footprint for greenhouse roses produced anywhere in the world.
About 8% of the total gas consumption in the Netherlands goes to greenhouses. So it is a huge amount of gas that is used in the greenhouses. And they have to bring this cost down because it is taking 20-30% of the total cost is coming out of paying for fossil fuels. And the prices fluctuate tremendously. And they cannot predict, they cannot make a business with these varying prices. So geothermal energy is by far the best way for them to come away from fossil fuels. And in the end, all of the greenhouses could be heated, let's say, for at least 50% by geothermal.
The slogan of the 2010 Geothermal World Congress in Bali was "Geothermal to change the world." With the rapid increase in carbon emissions, geothermal is bound to be an important element of any and all efforts to save the world. And the Netherlands will certainly make a significant contribution in this rescue operation.